What's up, everybody? This is going to be a little bit of a longer video. A lot going on today, so we're going to stumble through this. But we have a lot to talk about. Finally, something to discuss. So we use the same formula every single day: consistency. So first thing is the market up or down? The market was down today, substantially, and the screener started lighting up. So if the market's down, are we buying or selling? We should be looking to buy, right? So that being said, let's go check out the scanner. There was a little confusion on the scanner. I'll go through it real quick. But I was intentional to not provide all the details. Use your inquisitive nature, do your own research, and come up with your own conclusions. But finviz.com screener, very simple. And I don't have this set as a preset on my desktop or anything. I input these every time because it internalizes it. So here we're going to hit the Alt tab. Country, I do USA. I do invest in some foreign stocks, but this is trading. So you have to separate the two. We're just trading. Now, another thing to understand is that the stock market prices companies 9 to 12 months in advance. Okay? So what happened last year doesn't really matter for trading because the price action is based on what's going to happen in the future. So we're worried about EPS, which is earnings for next year. We want it to be positive. Nothing crazy, right? They want to make money next year and for the next 5 years. The next 5 years gives us a buffer of safety, right? Because what if think they're going to make some more money next year and then something happens, right? So this gives us a little buffer for safety. PEs are under 25 just because there are certain companies I will pay over 20 for, but not very many. RSI, that's the winner right there for 30. Average volume has to be over 500,000 because this is a strategy where you can move hundreds of millions of dollars a day per stock. So if you had 4 or 5 stocks, you could easily move, $1 billion. These are huge companies, right? These aren't small companies. Dividend yield, I just put it over 1 because that includes the tech names. I don't want to kick out like Apple or something just because I have a setting wrong. I guess pretty good. Look at all these. Gotta be missing something. No, I think that's it. Well, it was just a bunch. The market tanked. I had to take my daughter to the dentist today, so I left about lunch. I bought a bunch of stuff in the morning and kind of let it do its thing. I did at the dentist's office. I did pick up some more AT&T, which doesn't show on here, but I'm building a position there. So now we have some decisions to make, right? There's a lot of options. So first things first, let's go to our account. And oh my goodness, happy days are here again. BMY sold on the last day of the month. Okay. Now, struggling to get used to this TD Ameritrade. If you use it, no shame on you. I freaking hate it. I think it's the most unintuitive software I've ever used. And that doesn't help you make any more money. Making things more complicated does not help you make any money. So since it's a dual order, it only shows the sell because that's what closed the order. So I have to actually go into the brokerage account to find out what the hell we bought it for. So let's go ahead and update our spreadsheet. We got 66.76. $129 in the quarter, was that right? We actually got filled at 128. We'll call it 66. So we actually got a better fill than what we were expecting. So this is the B to the M to the Y. We bought it yesterday? 8:30. Sell date, we sold it today. And the market was down. So all these people that say the market has to go up for you to make money, please do not talk about money to them because they do not understand how this works. They just don't get it. So sell price, sell to close, 67.43. Okay. Profit, we'll just take the formula down. Think. Made, 67 cents. Holy smokes. Oh, the formatting. Alright. One share. So you can see here we made roughly 67 cents. So we made a little bit over 1%. On $200, what is that, 1/3% or something for the month, right? So here we have the profit was 67 cents because this is the end of the month. We can go ahead and square this up now. Eventually we won't use this, but it looks like there's a delay on the TD Ameritrade site because look at this. I got my sell to close right here, but if I go to the broker's website, I don't see the sell order, do you? Straight garbage. Straight total garbage. I regret every minute of this. But we're in now, so that's what it is. So for the month, anyways, let me get sidetracked. For the month, we made a little bit of cash, right? About 1/3%. Nothing crazy, right? Now, is that good or is that bad? And a lot of people that are new will just think, well, 1/3%, hell, that ain't nothing. But they don't have any room to base it off of something else. They don't have no comparison, right? So what do we use as a basis for comparison? The S&P 500. Okay, so let's just take a look. The S&P 500 for 1 month, right? Today's the end of the month. It was down 4.08%. So how do you feel about making 1/3% now? So if we outperform the market by 4% a month, which probably is not going to happen, but I don't know, I kind of trend about those numbers. Then there's 12 months a year. That's 48%. More than the market. And the market makes 10. So that takes you to 50-60%. So will that continue? We don't know. It's not that big of a concern. But what we should feel good about at the end of the month is that we did beat the market by a huge margin, by over 4%, right? Which is hard to do. So we'll see if we can keep it going. And just so you have perspective now, if you remember when we started the channel, there were a lot of days where we didn't do anything, right? And you feel like poor people that are blue collar like me feel like we were raised, you got to work harder, you got to put in overtime, and that's how you get more money. It is a total opposite in the stock market. You put your hard work in learning. After you've learned everything, there's not a whole lot to do. And getting in a bunch of trades is only going to cost you money. Okay, so I'll try to keep it quick. Maybe more time on the weekend. Maybe I'll go through this. I don't know. But you can see the month-end recap. Boom. Beat the market. So people say you can't beat the market. And we did the first freaking month. They say over long-term periods of time, you can't beat the market. Well, the secret is once we get the account big enough, it's going to be easier over long periods of time because we're going to buy stocks to invest in. So if you've got a couple $100 on here and you think you're an investor, I love you and I'd never lie to you. You're too poor to be an investor. Okay? That's why we're trading. So separate the two. Our goal here is to get this profit up to, I don't know, $10, $20, $40. And then I'll show you guys how I invest. Okay? And then we can start getting some passive income. This is not passive income. Okay. So let's swing back to TD. It looks like they actually, even though this is a total cash account, they have let me have $72. They're going to float me. Now, in a cash account, it's supposed to take 2 to 3 days for your funds to settle. Now, ideally, I would love to have more money to buy 3M. I would love to buy this again. That's what you want to do. You don't want to buy one share of something, watch it go down, then buy another share of something else and watch it go down. Because generally, that just has to do with the moves in the market. Once you get in sync with how the market moves, you'll make tons of cash because you can't fight against the tide. So we can't buy this. So let's go to the screener and let's start picking our best options, right? So we only got $70. Let's see what's on here. So to start off with, the number one thing that you really want to do is figure out, hey, which companies do I frickin' know, right? Another good trick is print off the dogs of the Dow, right? And spoiler alert, this is what we're going to buy. This is the sucker we've been going hard on. Now, unfortunately, we don't have enough for 2 shares, but we would still only buy 1 share. We'd keep some cash around. But this is what we're going to put in for. 41.81. You can see the PEs are really low. The debt is under 4. That's mainly what we're looking for. If you look here, 6% dividend yield. So if we buy this sucker and we don't sell it for a while, we're still going to get paid, right? Here's all your EPSs. They're all black. That's all you need to look. Real quick glance. This is another good one too. This is institutions. And they are buying. If they're selling, this will be a negative number. Everything is beautiful on this. We talked about this one, I believe, the other day when it came to divergence, I believe. Let's get off the monthly. Back to the daily. Yeah. Look how beautiful that divergence is. But it could keep going lower too, but I don't think so. I'm willing to bet on it. Let's go ahead and put the order in. 41.81. I guess we need this screen. Trade. There should be some after hours still going on, so we might get filled. But apparently we have to go to the other site to see what we actually got filled at. So horrible. There's probably something in here that I should know, but I don't get it. These are all options. I don't want the options. I want to trade the stock. Are you kidding me? Okay, here's where we're at. So 41.81 was the deal, but look, you can see the bid here is 41.84. We can do that. One share, we'll buy it. We're not going to buy it at that. We'll take her at 41.85 and see if that'll do. First triggers the second for the lazy folks. So that way you guys can follow these trades because I'm putting them in after the market is totally closed. It doesn't mean that you will get the same exact fill. That's not how this works. All right, 41.85. What's that put our sell price at? We're selling for 1%. I'll give you guys a second. And pretend like I'm not actually just trying to figure it out myself. All right. Got it? Locked it in? I got 42.26.8. So we can do 42.27. I'll do that. If you did 26, I don't throw this whole strategy off or by no means. So it's all good. All right. Limit orders, both. Always limit orders. It doesn't matter which brokerage you use. Always limit. We want good till cancel plus the extended, which means it could fill right now. 41.85. Let's go ahead and put that in there before we forget. Today's date. I don't know why I get my adrenaline up when I put an order in, but the market's closed. But I see opportunity. This has changed my life, so I get excited about it. All right, let's see. We got a good till extended. Buy and then try to sell it. Let's send it. Look, it filled. See the top left? That sucker filled. So now let's go to our monitor tab. Stock, buy. We got it at 41.84 was our fill price. Okay. Boom. Easy. Now we'll wait for the sell, but it could sell while we're on video. But, alright. Let's see if I still have this up. And you can see how the bid and ask changed already. During the after hours, like the Walmart analogy I gave you folks, there aren't as many competitors. So you can sneak one through. So we're back down to 30 bucks. My personal opinion on that deal is, I guess we could try to see if there's something else we can buy since we don't have enough to buy another share of Verizon. But you'd like to be averaging down the same position. That's the problem with having a small account. Let's take a look. I want to go through some of these anyways. So Verizon, no brainer. All right, so you don't have to buy 10 different stocks. That is not where diversification helps you. That's for investing. Most of you are too poor for that. So don't worry about diversification. The waste of your time. We need to make some money first. We need to create an income. Then we can invest that income. So we got 30 bucks, wherever our prices are. We're not going to buy this $5, $6 crap. That's not happening. HP, that could be all right. Nordstrom, I looked at this one earlier. That's a no-go. But let's take a look, and you can see why. I like trading this stock, but look at the debt. In a recession, a retailer with a bunch of debt, that's just bad news. So this alone, you can see in 2 seconds, I'm like, nope, this ain't it. We're not taking that. Newell Brands. That's a good company too. 910 PE. Look at that. 5% dividend. Barely any debt. Earnings are all good. Institutions are starting to buy very little. I don't know. I like this one. NWL. Let's take it. See how quick that is? There's no sense looking at stuff you can't afford until you're just bored. Like if you're bored, that's when you do your research and start looking into companies. N to the W to the L. Let's get an order in. 1790 looks good to me. We're going to go on the buy side for that big one share, baby. I don't know why it puts... Oh, because that's the... This is too smart for me. I don't need to be that smart. Okay. First and the second. And then we want... I'll never get that right. Okay. We got to figure out the price, right? So if we buy it for $17.90, what are we going to sell it at? This one's easy. I can do this one in my head. So pause the video if you need to get a calculator, whatever it is you got to do. And this one turns into 1807. I get that one right? I think so. We'll make sure they're both limit orders. They're good till cancel and extended. Extended hours is the bee's knees. Buy it, sell it. All right, so we got a buy sell. It doesn't look like it's going to trade. I didn't even take this in my main account, but like I said, hey, we're doing this together. So we got 3 positions on. We got $12 left. I think SiriusXM's on there. I think it's a decent $6 play, but let's just hang out and maybe we can get one of these to sell for the next day. I'd like to hold on to some dry powder, but it's hard with $200. That's just not a lot to work with. Let's take a look. How bad is it? See, look at the PE is already way too high. We don't want none of this. Nope. None of that. You know, your goals are about 15 if you just want to generalize everything. If it's a good company that you know about, you can go up to 18 is fine. But we could get in the tobacco business. So when the stock market goes down, what goes up? Commodities. This is a commodity. This is a low tier one. But you can see the PE's okay. For these kind of companies, you do kind of want to be around a 10 to 12. 15 to 18, you're starting to think about selling. But zero debt. Look at that dividend. 8%. Holy smokes. Earnings are all good. This is a bit concerning here. Return on equity. That's not good. But institutions have a bunch of it, and they're just slowly starting to buy in. And you can see because we're hitting this level here. You can see they draw the blue line, which can kind of mess you up. But you can see a level here. You can count this. You can count this. And you can see this is where it gapped before, right? So I'm okay. Hey, let's take this. VGR. Now, understand these may not fill. And if they don't, then we'll just go clean them up tomorrow. No big deal. And repetition is a learning proposition for me because I'm not very good at this platform. Okay. Well, the first triggers a second. And I guess I just need to keep doing that because I always click the wrong one because I'm kind of smart. I have to get me a full-size keyboard for this stupid laptop too. That would help. All right. So we want to pay the bid, which is $9.70. This one, definitely not chasing it. $9.70, or you can go kick rocks. All right, so now we need to have a price to sell, right? So this one should be easy, right? $9.79. You could go $9.80 if you wanted to round up, but the market likes round numbers, so I like to be at the 9. So like $9.99 for Netflix or whatever, right? Limit orders. Good till cancel with the extended. And let's put it in. So I'm going to make us 9 cents, but we don't have any money. So we're on the come up, trying to get the bag. All right. So I don't know what this dollar sign is. Maybe that means it's working. That's a good sign. It means we're going to make money, doesn't it? But we got the boat loaded. We've got all the money in. It was a great day to accumulate. Ideally, you would only put 1% of your account in. But when you have such a small account, if you just wait and say, I'm only do one trade a day, but it's all going to be a different company every day, well, then that does you really no good. Okay. So we'll work on this, and then we'll get towards Friday. We'll start talking about a budget. I got to figure out how this works, and we'll start dropping some cash into this thing. I'm thinking $10 a week. So anybody can come up with $10 a week. And if you don't think you can, go to your neighbor's house, knock on their door, and ask them how much they would give you if you cut their grass. They'll give you at least $10, guaranteed. And if they don't, then you probably have more than one neighbor, so get after it. If you live in an apartment, go to the management office, see if you can pick up trash, get money off your rent, whatever it takes, man. When we're poor and blue collar, we got to do what we got to do, man. So VGR, we don't really have these, but we got a good thing going. So we're going to add another row in, and we'll be working towards the next month, right? So September 30th. First month in the bag, even though it wasn't a full month. It was slow, man, but hopefully you can see we still kick the ass out of the market, right? So just real quick, we'll go over trades I took today. We did sell one in the main account. BP was beautiful today. You can still see the gap. But let's drill it down just so you can see what I'm talking about. It opened with a 4% gap. You see all this white space? Yeah. So we were out instantly. It was a beautiful trade. Free money. We'll talk about gaps later. We need some more money first. Okay. But that's one of the main strategies we do. Stocks that I bought were companies like Dell, which you can see hit below. BMY, we sold this morning, and then we actually got back in. When the market went negative, we got back in, like right around here. So we're up in the position. It didn't quite hit our sell target, but we're probably going to sell that again tomorrow. Rinse, repeat. Just remember, if you buy it and sell a stock in the same day, you need to wait until it goes below where you bought it the first time. So you don't want to chase the stocks. And also, if you have less than $25,000 in your account, you're subject to all the day trading stuff, pattern day traders. So make sure that you follow all those rules. Which I don't think we've done one yet. So what do we got on here? We only have, so we could possibly have 2 day trades here. Right. So we'll be okay. But it's something we have to monitor. It's something obviously I don't have to monitor on my main account, but I'll have to. I'm sure they'll remind me. Took advance. Look how beautiful this is. Slowing down. Boom, hit the 30. Took another share of this. 3M always moves with China news. China's bad, so it moved more than normal. But look at all this volume. And for all these huge volume days, for the price to not move very much, that shows you people are accumulating. I am one of those people. Verizon, boom, perfect. This is one I'm still building on. Intel, I've got way too much money in this. But I work in automotive, and I know these chips, they're going to sell every chip they can get their hands on for several years just to catch back up with automotive demand. So I know this is going to turn around. It's not a big deal. It'll be a huge payday when it does for me. Then we'll have more capital, start buying stuff. I took this one too. They're all the same. Hopefully you see it's all the same deal. These stocks have been down for a long time, but they finally just hit the buy. You know, here you have divergence too, right? Price is lower. but the RSI so far is higher. So if it turns around tomorrow, boom, perfect, to the moon. But I rambled on long enough today. I got some more stuff I want to talk about. We'll just save it for another video. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're learning a little something from this, and I hope you're all doing your own research and making your own decisions, not just, take what I say and blame me when you can't hold through, because it takes a lot of guts to just leave it alone. But that's what you got to do. And that's the beauty with those orders here. They're automated. So once we hit our pattern day trade, 3-day trades. Oh, here it says day trades left, 3. So we only got 2 on. We're going to be A-okay. And that just means you buy and you sell during the same day. So if you have less than $25,000, you get 3 in a running 5 days, trading days. So 3 a week, okay? But the holidays will mess you up too. I believe it's 5 trading days. So, but this will keep us honest. I'll have to try to remember that, or else we'll get shut down. And it'll just block us from selling stuff the same day. When that happens and the market starts heating up, you'll just buy it. And then you will not put your sell order in until the next day. So don't think, oh, the market closes at 4, I'll put my sell order in. No, because if it fills in the after hours, you just screwed yourself. Okay? Wait until the next day to put the order in. You can set a reminder on your phone with the price and everything like that. And you can queue the order all the way up and just not hit submit. And then that way when you wake up, you just wake up and slide up to submit the order. It's already filled out. You can't screw it up. But those will be challenges we'll have to deal with as we grind the account higher, right? So I hope you think this is exciting. I hope it's helpful to y'all. And hopefully you see month 1 to the bag squad. We beat the market. They say it couldn't be done. They don't know shit. They ain't got nothing for us. We're hardworking folks, and we want more. We want more to do better. So hope everybody has a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.